Hello and welcome to the GrapeSEED Official Podcast. Welcome to 2022, everyone. I hope you all had a good break over the holidays. With the start of this new year, I wanted to kick off a new series here on the podcast. You have heard many different teacher guests on the GrapeSEED Friends series in the past. I have invited some of them back to participate in this new series we are calling Teacher Says. In each of these episodes, there will be a couple questions given about teaching GrapeSEED effectively with an answer from each of our guests. This way, you listeners out there will get to hear many pieces of practical advice from some of the most veteran teachers around the world. Keep in mind that these are the opinions of the teachers themselves. They are sharing what they have learned has worked for them through years of self-reflection. Something that works for one teacher may not work for another. These tips are meant to give you ideas on what to do or to inspire your own journey of self-reflection. In this first episode, you will hear from Aaron, Alina, Will, and Bruno. Definitely look back on their previous podcast episodes, GrapeSEED Friends and otherwise, if you want to hear more from each of them. Let's jump right in with question number 1. How do you quickly and effectively memorize student names at the start of a new school year or when you teach a new class?
Okay, so about a month before we go into the new school year, we will have a list of the students that are going to be joining and their English name that they'll be using in the GrapeSEED class as well. And then we'll also get a picture of the student from the kindergarten. So we'll have a complete list of their English name and the picture. So I can start to memorize all the English names that I'll need to know, and then putting it together with the faces. I can do that for a couple of weeks before I even start the class. This isn't perfect though, since they're starting Unit 1, so they're around 4 years old. And a lot can change from when they just took the picture. Even if it's only a few months ago when they took the picture, they grow up fast. So even when I get to my first day of school, there might be a few students where it doesn't come to me instantly. My second part is for the first few lessons in Unit 1, I will spend a few minutes before I start the lesson or maybe a few minutes after the lesson, and I will ask each student their name. They're all wearing name cards, and I'll go one by one, asking their name and having them repeat their name to me. It's something that's not just effective for me, that I can get extra practice seeing their name, putting the name to the face, but they're just starting out in Unit 1. They're not so confident with their English name yet either, so they get that extra practice saying their English name again, many times as well. And the great thing about the lesson plans is in Unit 1, the first 5-6 lessons that they're usually a bit shorter. So you do usually have that extra time where you can ask the names to each of the students.
So memorizing student names is always a challenge. So each time I have a new group, I make kind of colorful badges and give them out to students at the beginning of the lesson. And from lesson to lesson, I revise their names all the time, and it really helps. And actually, I have one more tip. If group is not big, I ask students, like children, to think about themselves as animals, their favorite ones. And then we play a game and they show me those animals. So this is a way to kind of memorize the names using associations. In this case, animals.
Oh, okay.
Goodbye, my friends, goodbye. I'm sad to say goodbye. It was a good day, but now I will say goodbye, my friends, goodbye.
Goodbye, everyone.